I liked seeing everybody's emojis of your night at the hospital.
Oh my God, that was
They were
hilarious.
some
they come up with quite a few, huh? We saw a skull one.
No, my favorites were ones. Yeah, there'd be a random one, and there's one had a clown, and I was like, I resonate with that. Like clownery on me.
They ate you up right there.
The tomfoolery.
The tomfoolery.
Like you've never drank a lot and had to be on a stretcher. Okay, don't judge her.
It happens to everybody. Okay,
It does.
It's a normal thing.
It's happened to me.
Nothing wrong.
A few times.
I loved how people were like, wait, I really thought Zane would be the one on the stretcher.
I know. Usually, it normally would be.
Wait, I have something.
My best friend from college called me and she's like, I'm mad at Zane. I was like, why? She was like, I just feel like you pulled your weight, Heath pulled his weight, Mariah pulled her weight, and Zane went to another bar and she was upset with you.
What's pulling our weight?
Like during the night, we were all there to help and you were smiling and taking photos and then you went to another bar.
Okay. No, I was there to help throughout the whole thing. And Heath and Mariah going home and then me going to another bar is the same exact thing. No difference.
And I stood up for you. Don't worry. I said, no. He was there in spirit. He was really supportive.
It was either I go home and just sit there and be drunk and I mean nothing. She's not gonna look at her phone, so it's me just sitting there thinking about the night. Or just finish the night. Okay. Also, when I'm drinking, it's like I don't drink a lot anymore, right? So when I'm drinking, I have to.
That's a lie.
I gotta finish. That's not a lie. That's not a lie.
I mean, I can't talk.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But
I'm slowly getting back into it. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there where I'm drinking a lot yet. I'm not. Heath, tell her.
Such a lie.
I said close your eyes.
We mean that's such a lie.
Such a lie. Okay, close your eyes.
You know what? A lot is relative. Just him or all of us?
I mean, all of you, but it kind of is only for someone.
Someone.
It better be me.
I hope it's me.
It's gonna be me.
It sounds like a bracelet. It's Remy's.
It sounds like a tambourine.
Here you go.
What is it? Let's see.
What is
Very
that?
cute.
MVP.
Oh, wow.
And I accidentally ordered two, so I felt like that was serendipitous. Like we're meant to have two.
It's a little.
No. I think one person.
Don't give it away because something else is gonna happen
Exactly.
in the
Like,
coming
I was
future.
gonna return it, and part of me thought maybe we're meant to have two.
Somebody else is gonna
No,
step up.
Remy,
You have to wear it.
You have to wear
I
it.
feel like it's gonna
I get it. Okay, I'll get a better one.
Damn, that stinks.
I guess I'll return it.
No, she's right. She's right though. She's right.
All right.
Okay, I'll hang it there so everyone can see. Can you see that?
We should have a hanging thread behind each of us, and whoever gets
It
it
can hang.
it can hang behind us.
We said in a recent episode that we should have an MVP of the night when we have our team bonding. So I did order an MVP, big plastic chain.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Emphasis on the plastic.
Thoughts on? I was thinking, what's our next team bonding going to be? I was like, we need to do something sober, obviously.
Yeah.
Pilates class?
Pole lessons.
Oh,
I think that'd be so funny.
I won't be able to do it.
Why?
I don't have any strength.
Well, I mean, I suck too. You saw me at the benefit thing.
The benefit.
Who was it benefiting?
Yeah, what's the benefit?
We were trying to raise some money, and I didn't raise that much. I'm kidding. I wasn't.
So people were throwing money.
It's a makeup company.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there was.
Is it like for kids with cancer? Like that's kind of weird, but
do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And when they are wearing these crazy heels and dropping up and down and in the splits,
you should have seen her.
Amazing.
She was incredible. The way she like pulled herself up and then she would fall on a split, right? So her legs stayed open and then boom, full cooter right on the floor, hard, and she was fine.
Cal just went on a bachelor party and went to a strip club. And
good for him. Love that.
He came home and told me all the stories. Don't worry, it's okay. He said that the girl was doing the splits upside down, so her head was towards the floor, and she dropped and then grabbed herself with her head an inch from the floor, literally an inch from the floor.
You got to give it to them.
And he was like, how did you do that? And she was like, oh, I've like messed that one up a lot. Can you imagine?
Boom.
Yeah. I'm like, just do it the other way and like it'll hurt less.
Right?
Wow. We went to Power Slap.
Did I win money?
You
didn't.
Did she win money?
I totally forgot.
I knew this would happen. I literally was like, put money on black for me.
But did I not bring it up when we came home? I was like, I was supposed to do this and I
should have
completely
lied
forgot.
and brought $500. And I'm like, you won.
No.
250 on black.
No, what he told to me was I'm gonna pocket the 100 and just tell her she lost because she'll never know.
And I wouldn't.
I did say that. He's not lying.
And I wouldn't.
Did you pay him to do it? Like,
No,
did
I
you give him money?
put
Oh, then
money
that's
on-
okay. No
I
harm, no
know.
foul.
When Rem goes to Vegas, she'll FaceTime me while she's playing slots. But for my
I'm like
money.
one of those
And
TikTokers
it
that goes
fucking
live.
Works. I'm like, oh, come on, let's go. What's the
Huff and More Puff.
Huff and More Puff?
So
It's so
good,
good.
you guys.
Is that a certain slot
It's a
machine? over
slot
there?
machine. It's amazing.
It's so good.
Why do you
It's
go to just that one?
amazing.
What's the hype with that one?
You pick the brightest, most loud, most colorful one, and that's like the one that
It
will
has
win
to
you the
speak
most
to
money.
you.
For me, I see what I feel like I'm gonna win the most money in, not really the look of it.
Well, also, I saw a TikTok, so obviously this is pure fact.
Yes.
That they want people to see you winning. So the slots against the walkway have more winnings because they want people to then be like, oh, I want to play because they're winning. Which it kind of makes sense,
That makes
right?
so
It
much
does make sense.
That
Yeah.
makes so much sense.
Wow.
Did I do that? And the Huff and More Puff was on a walkway. And did I not win money on that one?
Huff and More Puff is amazing.
Did you ever tell these girls how like you had an uncle that won like a lot of money?
Oh, my
on slots
grandpa.
machine? Yeah, your grandpa.
On slots?
How much
So-
money was it again?
So he plays. His game was always Keno.
What is that?
It's an old game. There's like a screen, and basically you pick a bunch of numbers, and the board will start filling up and like picking randomly a bunch of those numbers. And if you get like 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many you pick. I think you pick like 6 numbers. If you get all 6 of them right, that's like the big winning.
Oh my God. And he did that.
It's a nickel to play.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of those like that old people just sit at for like
Yeah.
15 hours and just order coffee all the time.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And it's just the only thing they do. So they'll just sit there and play that all day. But he had to like leave earlier than he thought he was, so he like doubled the wager
Stop.
just to like get through the money real quick
Yeah.
so he can head out. And as soon as he did that, he like did hit a couple hands, and then he ended up getting all the numbers, and he hit for 20 grand.
on a nickel
on a
machine.
nickel
slot
grand.
machine.
Remy, we gotta go.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
My God.
We should go to Agua
But how much money
Caliente.
do you think he spent? Like,
But
Not
for
20
nickels?
grand, right?
no, but I'm
$5 worth of nickels. In his-
I know, but is he there every day? Is he there every weekend?
like, in
is
his
he
life?
there?
No,
like, what's
Let
the?
him
Oh,
win.
he-
Let him have this.
he is-
won
Oh no, I'm just
20K.
I'm genuinely curious. Like, I don't know
100%
how.
he is like up from
Wow.
that. Yes.
At least
Yeah.
like 17 grand up.
At
Like, there's
least.
no way you can go through that much.
Yeah, how long you be
For
pulling that
nickels.
shit for a
yeah,
nickel?
Yeah.
But you still, but I mean,
Good for
And I know
him.
he's probably breaking. He probably breaks even a lot or makes a little bit of money. That's why I was asking.
Does he
I genuinely
gamble
was
a lot?
curious.
So that was their thing. Like my grandparents love casinos. They would always go to Vegas. They would always like go to the casino in Florida. They would probably go maybe like every other month and just kind of have like a little night to themselves. But
That's
now
so
they live in
cute.
Tennessee and there's not really any casinos nearby,
Really?
which might be a good thing.
And
Because once you hit for 20 grand, you get that confidence.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah.
You
And
gotta
then you
walk
could
away.
double it.
yeah.
I hit a jackpot recently. It wasn't 20 grand. I think it was like 5 grand. And as soon as I won, they brought over all this paperwork I had to fill out for like tax things
Yup,
immediately
coming
right
to
there.
collect.
I was like so excited, but like immediately had to fill out so many papers.
You're
and
like, yeah, we're
Oh,
I
not
wasn't
no.
excited. I know, but it's okay. But that's okay.
For people that like have fun doing slots, like sit there all day and do slots, I think it like just makes it worth it. Even if you do
Yeah.
get your money back, it's like, oh yeah, this is like, I just got everything. If I've been playing for the past 2 years and I got all that money back, I just played for
Yeah.
free for 2 years,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Even
Breaking
if you're breaking,
even.
yeah, breaking
even is a win.
Yep.
As long as
Yeah.
I can sit there and play
It is.
blackjack.
I agree.
And maybe spend like $100, you get your free drinks throughout the night, and you just kind of sit there, have a good time with your friends.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Because I would pay money just to like sit at a blackjack table and
It's
have
fun.
fun. It is fun. It's very
it's
fun to
like
do
a
that.
game.
No, the worst is when you're down and then you're like, but I want to keep playing. Like, or like when you
yeah,
try
that's,
to. Sorry,
that's the
sorry,
problem
Sorry,
when you're
sorry.
chasing it.
When you're up and you're like, I should walk away.
Oh,
Or you're
yeah.
Like,
I know
but
it's
I
so much
want to
fun.
keep playing.
It's very silly, and I know this would never work, but I truly think that people would use this, and it'd be fun if they just had a table that it was free chips, and just allow people just to play. You know what I mean? Without having to.
You're talking about like a birthday banquet where they
Yeah.
can't do it legally.
Remy's
Yeah.
yacht party had.
For, no, honestly, for people that just want to play, you're not going to get a lot of people that are like
High risk, high reward.
I would like, once all my money's gone, but I really want to play, I just don't have any more money to spend. You just hit the free poker or the
just for fun.
Just for fun.
I
yeah.
just wish it was like in Vegas now. Every table is like $25 minimum for.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
It used to be like $5, and you can like sit there and have fun. But
Yeah.
now it's just like
Inflation,
But also,
baby,
if
capitalism.
If you go to like Excalibur or more of the ones like not
Like older hotels.
yeah, the older ones, they have $5.
Ooh, 50 cent fucking hands.
They
I
pay
would
you.
too if I had a hotel like La Luxor.
Circus.
Circus.
Mariah was pulling up all the because we've never really seen all the hotels inside. So me and Mariah were on TikTok just looking at what are like the top worst hotels in Vegas.
Yeah.
And obviously the first one was like Luxor, and then we're like, oh, let's look at the rooms. Let's look at because everybody's TikToking now the rooms.
Yeah.
So we're watching somebody do their room. Oh my God. It like legitimately looks like you're in a pyramid. It's terrible.
Zane, you know what it looked like?
Feels.
You know when you like watch like a true crime thing and it shows the room that the kid was like locked up in for 5 years?
Yeah.
And the room had that same vibe where you're like, I cannot believe this poor person was
stuck
held
in here.
hostage in this room.
We
That's
stayed
the
there.
same vibe.
At the Luxor?
Remember?
Oh, you stayed
We
there.
stayed at the
I think we
Luxor?
stayed there once because remember the window was
The walls are all
Yes, the
slanted.
walls are
Slanted.
slanted. Yeah.
So.
You're like, hun, I would
I don't think
never.
I was there.
Remi,
I
oh,
stayed
no.
at the Luxor.
Remi would never put herself
She
in that
would
situation.
never.
I stayed at the Excalibur. Like 8 of us shared a room in college.
Oh my
That
God.
was
Wait,
really rough. That's the one
what's
that looks like a
Excalibur?
castle.
Castle
The
looking.
red and the blue, like
Is it
on
the
it.
I think that was second, no?
No,
Or
it's
is it
not
Circus
great.
Circus?
Circus was the worst.
Circus. I love Circus.
I love how bright it is. It looks it's so attractive to want to like it is. The lights, it's brighter than any hotel on the strip.
You know what? I want next time we go, I want to like make it a mission to go into every single one so I can have my own opinion of it and just be like, okay. But we should stay at like the Golden Nugget or something in Fremont,
Oh my
like
God.
off Fremont
Oh
Street.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Like the old strip. We should go into like one of the old ones.
That'd be
Oof.
funny.
Imagine Remi in like full Prada. Hi guys, come with me to the Luxor Hotel.
I'm so scared for you to be me. I'm so scared. I've been so scared for the past month. I'm so scared.
I'll be nice to you. I'll be nice to you. Next
okay,
episode
you don't have to
we're should we tell them?
Yeah,
That's
we
exciting.
should.
Next episode we are Freaky Fridaying it, would you say?
Nice.
Yeah.
They should give us a
one.
deal. That's a great
Good
episode to get a Freaky Friday. It's a little
Freaky
spot
Two Friday,
on.
the
Yeah,
second-
Two
yeah,
Freaky
the
Two
sequel.
Friday. Yeah, we're pretty much morphing into each other. So Heath is going to become Alisha. Alicia's becoming Heath. I'm becoming Remi, which I'm gonna kill it.
Give us a little taste.
He needs the wig.
Oh, thank God. I went dark.
Oh, thank God.
Give us a little.
I mean, you
Hi
kind
guys, watch me. I feel like I sound more like Alisha.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm more excited to like switch seats because to like
Yeah.
to see it from a different perspective. You know?
Yeah, I've sat there before though.
I know, yeah, but
Yeah.
they've never had the beautiful experience yet.
Oh, I forgot. We're not only looking at, we're dressing like you too. Did you give me
Yeah.
something comfy?
I have a lot of clothes.
I think
Because I know you
wear
like to wear
clothes.
dresses. I can't wear a dress.
Put them in like a bodycon.
my balls.
I can't wait.
And that wouldn't be the
Like a
first time my
bandage
balls were out
dress?
on camera.
Would not.
Would not be the first time my balls were out on camera.
Ooh,
You know what? I want to hear that story.
I know. Do we want to hear that? Or do we not
I
want
want to hear that one, but I do think we should roll the intro first.
Fuck my life.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I need to stop.
We really just let ourselves just go
You know
on a
what?
tangent.
Though? I did see a comment. They said they loved it,
They do.
and then
Wait, I saw a comment
I know
that
where
said
you're going.
because our intro is I'm Remi, I'm Alisha, I'm Zane, I'm Heath, and then we start the show. Hey guys, I'm Remi, I'm Alisha.
They're like, you
we
realize
reintroduce-
the
Redundant.
intro introduces yourselves. Well, also the last one I spit like crazy. The last one we struggled so much saying our names, and they're like, babes, you know that you literally introduced yourself in the
It
intro.
just rolled.
I
That's okay.
honestly don't think they like it because it just takes time away from the show. You know what I mean?
The intro that I worked so hard to edit.
I know, but
That we
I
paid
like
for
it
that fucking
when you
song.
watch Netflix, you go skip intro.
Skip recap.
No, but Heath, you know what I do? Respectfully, I actually watch every time the first episode intro.
Okay,
Always.
pick me.
No, because I appreciate the art of it. Somebody worked on it. You know, like
No, I know.
Somebody
did the intro. Somebody's always worked on it.
I love our intro.
Thank you so much.
I
Heath.
do too. I
So I
love
watch-
it. It
Thank
makes
you,
me
Remi.
happy to hear.
No, I'm actually curious. Like when you guys
we're
watch a
being
show,
the
you never watch like the first episode intro, just to kind of like
Yeah,
just.
for the first
I do.
episode.
I do.
Oh,
the
okay.
first
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
that
That's
and
good.
the
I feel
recap.
like as long as you watch the first one, every other one you get skipped because you've seen it already.
But clearly, not every one of us here sings like, "Who's that girl?" Is just I sing the whole time. I'm like, I
you
love
get it.
What's
the
who's
vibe.
that
I-
girl? What's
New Girl.
Oh,
Who's that girl?
I don't.
It's just
I don't watch that.
So
I
good.
also.
wow.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm gonna
should
get a
we
lot.
roll
I
the
feel like
intro?
this Taylor Swift fans I'm talking to
Let's
right
do
now.
that.
New Girl fans. It's like a huge cult
it
thing.
is.
Why do you guys like that show so much?
It's so funny.
It's so good.
It's
The writing,
it's
the writing is amazing. The characters are incredible. It's so good.
I'm backing Heath up on this one.
okay. I no. I
It's so quick-witted.
Winston.
Oh, they're
my
all
God,
amazing.
I can't pick a favorite. I love them all so much.
You
I
know,
love them all
Winston
so
wasn't
much.
supposed to be on the show.
Yes, 'cause the
Coach
first-
was normally supposed to be. Oh, was that his name on the show?
Coach is on the
Coach.
show.
But he was supposed to be Winston's spot, but he was on a show called Happy Endings, which is so good. And they had 2 seasons. They thought that it wasn't going to come back, and then he got cast in New Girl, and then like right before they were going to film, Happy Endings called back. They're like, you need to come back.
Oh my
And
God.
so then he had to leave New Girl, do Happy
Oh.
well,
Endings
it was
for one
sad
more
when
season.
he left.
But he came back in, right?
which ended up being like the bigger show.
Happy Endings ended after 3 seasons and like was
feel
not
like New
nearly
Girl-
as big.
Oh,
but Happy Endings is so
no.
good.
That would kill
Jake
me.
Johnson
know.
has a podcast. Who plays
Yes.
Nick? It's really good.
Dang.
I
It's
like
fucking funny.
Schmidt.
Really funny.
I love Schmidt.
He's always in this area, I have to say.
Wait, I did see him
out
on-
and around.
Oh, you do?
No
was
way.
on one time.
Yeah.
I fangirled so. I
Oh,
did.
I would too.
I was just like,
I always see him at like
Would,
a coffee
would you
shop.
ask for a picture? Like, is it that?
no,
No,
No.
I would just look.
Just
I'd
look.
get giddy.
You know who I've seen like often? The guy from The Bear. What's his name?
Jeremy Allen
Yeah,
White?
often. Like there maybe
Really?
3 times. I saw him once at Jones on 3rd. It's someone where you're like, how is nobody? You know when you see people, you're like, how is nobody going up to
Like
him right now?
bombarding them.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's
he looks
and that's
super normal too, though. I
He
feel
does-
like he
he's
can
a
be
very normal
incognito.
looking dude.
Yeah.
And
But-
then there's these TikTokers calling paparazzi on themselves. You know
That,
what I
and
mean?
that's the thing. And it was those moments I realized like early on that paparazzi doesn't really exist unless you call them, because then they would be everywhere.
I know, like obviously, like people call it on themselves all the time, but then there's people that like Ben Affleck, and they're just like waiting outside of his
With his
house, or like
Dunkin'. Yeah.
Duncan.
Oh, yeah,
all,
that's-
like all the people, and he's like pissed off. He's like, dude, like
Yeah.
I'm coming down my driveway, I can't see because you're flashing lights
Yeah.
in my eyes. Like,
But you know, it's not
It's
only the
true.
paparazzi's fault. There's people that like call it in to get paid. Like, hey, I work at this restaurant, or like, there'll be service. I work at this restaurant.
Really?
I have a high profile celebrity here. You know, Jennifer Lopez is here right now. If you want to get pictures, or it's something. I think they make a deal with them over the phone, like $200, and I'll give you
Got
the
it.
location of where she is right now, where you can get a picture of her.
but like the people outside their houses, that's not called because like they're getting like.
Well, they
genuine-
know.
I
They just
feel
know where
like
they live
at
now.
a certain level, like AA list, then you're not calling for the most part,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
And then everyone under is
sorry,
calling,
that's what I meant.
right?
Like,
Okay.
yeah, top. I think they're sick of it at this point. They just don't want to even
Yeah,
be seen.
I know they don't want it.
Okay, intro, hit it.
I'm Zane. I'm Heath.
I'm Remi. I'm Alisha.
Wow.
How many minutes was
We went
that?
another 10 minutes without the intro.
27.
Love it.
It's like half. We should do a halftime show whenever we forget.
We make Jordan.
We have
perform.
to. No, we have to dance.
The Dallas
Welcome
Cowboys.
to the halftime.
Zane, he's on this in like tap dancing
Jordan.
shoes.
Yeah.
Should we do a halftime show? We'll do it for next
I want to
episode.
see him do the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders
Oh,
routine.
so good.
Dun, 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 dun,
And Jordan, you have to learn a whole routine every filming day.
I pictured like the gymnastics like rings.
Do you want to pick like a song every time we do a halftime show? But you just learn like 20 seconds of the song. Actually, we can't.
I was gonna say,
just
but we
realized
could do like a copyright free moment.
It's just our intro. A new routine of our intro every time.
Yeah, but that's our punishment for missing our intro is that we halftime show. We have to because it's halfway through the episode.
We miss it. We punish Jordan. I love it. yeah.
Purposely miss it every time. I would.
Zane, you just-
It's a good combo,
Okay.
guys. Loving it.
Okay, wait. So the power slap, that was a real thing that people pay to see?
We were out. I'm not gonna lie. Before we went to Vegas, in my head I was like, "Damn, this is gonna be such like one of those shows where it's gonna not worth it." I feel like they're trying to make this. I genuinely was so excited. Like watching it was so much better than any UFC fight I've ever seen.
You're glued to the stage.
I believe it actually.
When
yeah.
they fall backwards from
insane.
the impact, that's crazy.
And they would pass out, like actually pass out.
Yeah, no, they're real full. Like being slapped. Like imagine you're drunk at a bar and being slapped. It's so much different than sitting there and they like. It's a power moment.
The
slap.
powder,
slap.
It's a
the
power
powder was
slap.
crazy, so you could probably like see how strong that
So
was.
they do
Yeah.
that for like moisture, so your hand doesn't like slip. So that way it's like dry, and you get like
A better hit. Isn't that crazy? A better hit.
But also seeing the powder does.
That was cool.
It's nice.
Because obviously, like the more it was dispersed, like that's a harder slap.
And it's just nice knowing that you know when the slap is going to happen. In UFC, you never know when he's going to get that knockout. It just comes out of nowhere. You miss it. You're getting a drink. You're on your phone. But all eyes are
There's the
glued to
build-up.
the stage right before it happens. And I love
the
that.
wind up was crazy.
I love that.
Is UFC the one that's choreographed, or is that the other one?
WWE.
WWE. Okay.
Choreographed.
It's boxers.
When I found out that's not real, my mind was blown.
Wait, and I hope it wasn't recently, right?
More recently.
Okay.
Wait,
More
like
recently.
WWE?
Yeah, I just can't believe that's not like legit.
That's crazy.
It makes
That's
so
insane
much
that
sense.
they're
Can you
choreographing
find
that.
out when you like found out? I'm genuinely because
Maybe like
usually
6
you find
months
that
ago?
out like
When you're
when you're
5?
younger. Yeah.
Honestly, I never paid attention though. I really didn't care.
I would say the past 2 years.
I
for
knew
me.
WWE was fake before I knew Santa was fake. Like,
Really?
You realize someone's watching, and you just said that.
if there's a 5-year-old and younger watching this podcast,
That's a
then
big
they
problem.
clearly probably already know
All I'm saying is,
if they're able to watch this content.
That's true. That means
Also,
you just ruined it for someone. Me.
When did everyone learn Santa wasn't real?
what I learned when my brother got a shirt from Santa, and it didn't fit, and then my mom goes, "Well, we have the receipt for it if you want to exchange it." And I go, "Hold up. How did Santa give you the receipt? And how, this is weird, that it was bought from the country western store that we always go to."
Okay.
And then I started like,
your dad dresses up as a Santa as quick as possible, and
Right.
she gets a picture of him in there.
shopping with the
Not a
same
bad
shirt.
idea. Like that's something I would 100% do if my kid said that. Like I'd be like, "Honey, we got to do.
we
this
gotta,
right
he's
now.
he's on to us. We gotta,
right now."
Get the
How
hat.
old were you?
I was in elementary. I was probably,
Smart kid.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
is that young?
Elementary.
And that was
think
just
that's
right
like
around the
under
same
10,
time he
11.
smoked his first cigarette too.
As
Santa
soon
isn't
as I
real.
found out, this
Trauma.
lies.
Grew up quick.
Can't trust no one.
I'm sitting there with his milk.
Heath, with your shotgun.
You're like, I'm eating
I'm
the damn
eating the
cookie.
cookies
The
by myself.
cookies.
The cookie in my hand.
My parents never did the cookies and milk thing for Santa.
I didn't have that
Never,
either.
ever.
Really?
My
Yeah,
parents
it's-
would leave out reindeer poop.
Me, I would leave out snacks for the reindeer, like
Wait,
carrots and celery.
I'm sorry,
Your
what?
dad loved that.
My dad would leave reindeer poop out as like a. They came.
From
like
who's-
raisinets,
What'd he
right?
take,
Like
like
chocolate
dog
covered
shit?
raisins or something.
It was real shit.
Oh, literal?
I knew that when I finally got one.
your dad?
I finally got one.
Mark, what are you doing? No, they were like marshmallows something. And
chocolate marshmallow. He's just.
Oh,
dude.
what a time.
Would your parents like eat some of the cookies too, so it looked
Yeah.
like yeah?
But the
was
thing
so
that
cute.
I was convinced for so long, because me and my dad would stay up all night waiting for Santa.
That's adorable.
Every year we would sit there, we would lay on the couch, and we would just like hang out together, and I would make it until like 4 a.m, 5 a.m, and he's like,
Your dad was probably so pissed.
Yeah, 'cause
oh
my
my
dad's-
god.
I'm sure the first time it was
so
so
sweet.
funny because
Sweet.
you went to bed so quick. Like, I'm sure it was like, oh, well, wait up, knowing you're going to fall asleep soon.
Yeah.
And then the next year you're up till 4 a.m. He's like,
I have a feeling it was maybe like 1 a.m. There's no way you stayed up till
no,
4 a.m.
I was pushing it.
Wow.
Taping your eyes open.
At that point, if I was your dad, I'd have been like, 1 second, let me use the bathroom, and then come out of Santa from the other side. Just like get to bed.
You missed him. He was right here.
You'd believe it too. The thing is that you would have believed it.
Yeah.
Just walking in the backyard. Oh my
Bullshit.
god.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
What is
the
that
Bigfoot.
giving? Like the
Daddy.
like the Bigfoot vibes. That's
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Yes. Oh my
yes,
god.
yes.
That's funny.
That is
Wow.
hilarious.
It only
What a
shows up
sweet
when if you're by
dad.
yourself.
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
He was really like selling it for me. And then
That's
I would
so sweet.
I'd wake up in the morning, boom, bicycle right in front of me. I'm like, mother. I'm excited because I got a bike, but I'm like, where, when, how?
I found out like when I got older, I found out how quick they actually do it. They do it as quick as possible. There is no wasting time when getting those presents in the tree,
Would
just
your
in case they
parents
get up.
wrap them beforehand and then just stick them under, or like wait till
Well,
Christmas
for me, I didn't
night?
know, but once I got older and they were doing it for my little brother and sister, I saw them. We would all put out presents, but it was time crunch. You just didn't want to have them catch you.
magic.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
really sweet. I can't wait
Then
to
I
do
started
that.
noticing the handwriting was the same. I'm like, this is weird.
It's always the same. Why do they do that? If that's the things I would think of, right? If it's from Santa, I'm doing this.
Or your left hand. Or
Yeah,
like your
left
opposite
hand,
hand.
something.
Yeah.
Damn, Santa has
Or
bad
stickers.
handwriting.
Stickers.
Stamp.
Stamp.
Yeah.
I like that
Or-
idea.
They
like
did that the whole time too.
And
My
then
whole
the
childhood.
wrapping paper always matched the normal paper, and like Santa got our matching paper. This
Make
is
it
A little
different.
suspicious, if you ask me.
I had a friend who we were like 3 best friends in high school, and 2 of us were talking about we were in like 10th 11th grade, and we were talking openly about Santa not being real, and the way that the third friend gasped.
Stayed silent.
Yes. We ruined it for her in like 11th grade.
Okay, but how did she go that
11?
long without?
It was like far into high school. I don't know. It was honestly impressive, and I still
Was she
feel
like
really
kidding?
badly.
Do you think she was one of those like girls that were like, oh, this
No,
is gonna
it
get
was
them?
real. She was like really upset.
Wow.
It was, and I still feel badly to this day. But we were so casual. Like,
Just
remember
get her
when
on
we
the
used to think
pod.
Santa was real? And she was like,
I feel like as a parent though, if my kid went into like high school 11th, 12th grade and they were there didn't catch on, I'd be like, oh my god, something is wrong.
Yeah, I would take
are
it for a
they-
brain
like wait,
scan for sure.
like and once it gets so far, you start like
Wait, it's kind of sad.
Maybe
Like
it's-
no, I feel bad.
No,
I
but
do.
I just like the parent. It's not like the parents forgot that they didn't tell her, because that meant they were still
But they were
doing it.
keeping. They were keeping it
Active.
up. Yeah.
actively.
I'm just picturing me as like a junior in high school running down the stairs to like.
So it's not the kid's fault. It's the parents' fault. They really messed up there.
no, they did a damn good
Or
job.
they did a damn good job.
I bet they put the
Dad shitting in the yard. every year.
Imagine that year he comes, ho ho, fuck you, Dad. I know that's you.
Take your wig off. Take it off.
And I would, oh my god, I'd pay to watch that.
Oh, but that would like break a family apart.
I know. It was. I felt really badly. I
Like,
did.
what else are you lying about, Dad?
Huh.
You can lie
know?
about that. What else can you lie about?
True.
Weird.
Wow. Well, I was never told Santa was real, and that was really sad. I feel like I
You
missed
didn't
out
have
on
that?
No.
That's there's somewhat I respect that in some. I would never do that, but I
Wait,
respect that in some way.
you never
Your parents
believed
were
in Santa?
honest.
I never
Never?
believed in Santa. No.
Oh wait, you never believed in
Ever?
it?
No, like my parents never even tried to tell Ash and I that he was real.
Did they?
So growing up, we just knew that they got us present.
Wait, you never had Santa?
No.
You know what?
I know.
That's because your parents worked for that.
I could literally
Your parents
cry.
worked for those gifts. I would too. Like, no, Santa didn't get you that. I got you that. I worked extra hours to get you that
double
shit. So,
shift.
I'm not kidding.
Double shit.
I had a friend who growing up had that happen. He was like, I love this from Santa. And the mom goes, I got you that. Like, she was so upset that the kid
Wow,
was so
Santa
excited.
gives way better presents than my parents.
If I grew up poor, absolutely, I'm not giving credit to that
Santa.
bastard.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm working
we
on
can-
it this year.
Did you
I'm
guys
taking
have like
Santa
Easter
stripper this
Bunny or Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy. Yeah.
Tooth Fairy was cool. I think
I
that's the
loved it.
coolest, like,
Especially little
fake.
entrepreneur. I'd be
Oh.
like, I got money.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, also, way harder than just like bringing out a present in the middle of the night when somebody's sleeping in the room.
Yeah.
To get up under my head, you have to.
As a kid, it's really easy. Kids, like, they're out.
I
I
remember
pictured babies.
big ass
On
head.
my head.
Her trying to lift your big
Trying to
head.
Put it in
Couldn't get it
a
under there.
strap on it to pull it up.
Paperweight.
Is it? pulling your tooth out now by yourself, like that seems like kind of like scary. Like if I wanted to pull my tooth out, I'd be like, oh, like I wouldn't want to do it. But as a kid, knowing a tooth fairy is going to give you
Well, I
money,
was ripping them.
Oh, when I
put the yard in the door.
I was gonna say, when I would do that, when I found out you could make money, I would tie the tooth and slam the door and slam the door and
Yup.
slam the door.
God. Well, I found out the tooth fairy wasn't real because I put my tooth under the pillow and no money came because I didn't tell my mom.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm going to get money. And I was like, why is it still there? And I was like, yeah, it's so weird. The tooth fairy didn't come last night. And she was like, you didn't tell me you lost a tooth.
Smart
Said that.
girl.
That's how she replied.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Because then she has to tell us the tooth
The
fairy.
tooth fairy,
Yeah,
yeah.
she
Yeah.
has
You
to
know, I
tell
would be
the
like,
tooth fairy.
you didn't. You know what? No, that is messed
Yeah.
up. I'm gonna call the tooth
Yeah,
fairy tonight.
yes,
And
yes.
no, because not my daughter.
Maybe she forgot.
Not
my daughter.
Did she give it up on the spot then that it was
the next
her?
night I got it. no, like I still, yeah.
But it
I
was
think
the
around then is
it
when
was
I
the
like,
wrong pillow.
oh my God. I just had like a literal, you know, when something transports you back, like we did have this little tooth pillow that you'd put the tooth in.
Oh.
Like it was a tooth shaped like little pillow and you like put it in there and you put it under
And you put it under your pillow?
Yeah, Ashley had one and I had one.
Yeah, you putting a dead tooth under your pillow is kind of gross, actually.
Dead tooth.
just-
I
I
had a
don't know
dead
where that
tooth once.
came from.
Remember?
I had two front dead teeth. They were brown.
Oh no.
That's crazy
Which
how
ones?
there's
You have
teeth that
veneers?
die and you have to.
It was my baby teeth. I hit them
Oh.
like on a deck, and they died but didn't fall out. They were still like strong,
Whoa.
and they filled with blood, and then the blood just turns
Turned
brown.
brown.
Oh my God.
And they were like dark. Like my teeth looked like
smoker
gray.
teeth.
Like
Oh my
gray. There was like
God.
Foreshadowing.
Exactly.
Good thing it was your baby teeth.
I know.
Wow.
Damn.
You had a dead tooth too?
Yeah, it was a root canal gone wrong.
Oh.
So it just like killed.
Oh my God. My
Painful.
mom, when she had her wisdom teeth pulled, she hears, uh-oh.
Mm.
Which that's what you want to hear, right?
Yeah,
When
exactly. When they're
Well, was she knocked out?
She wasn't knocked out because I remember her. She was like, "Wait, what? Like,
you're
what?"
like you're half up when you get your wisdom teeth taken out.
I went to sleep.
I went to
got
sleep.
It all
knocked
depends on the
fuck
person, I
out.
think.
But also, I
But
mean, she
you're
was
like,
young then, so I don't
wow.
know. Regardless, he says, "Uh-oh," and she's like, "What's wrong?" He pushed the tooth up in her sinuses.
No.
Yeah, and then she had to have surgery to get it out.
Oh my God.
And what did she get out of that?
You know what? I guarantee she was like, I guarantee she didn't sue or anything. I
Take care of me for the next couple years.
no idea. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even know it was
Wow.
possible.
That sounds painful.
Also, you're pulling it. How did you?
You know, my mom just recently, I think in the last maybe 3 years or so, like really recently, she just had a baby tooth pulled.
What?
Yeah. She never got an adult tooth where one of them was. So like when she was younger, they did x-rays and they saw that she didn't have one up inside.
Oh my God.
So she never wanted to lose it. So she had a baby tooth her entire life into
Well, and I guess
Is
it
there-
would never fall out because there's not another tooth pushing it
Right.
out.
Is there
Wow.
a gap now where the tooth was?
She ended up getting
A fake one
like
put
a
in?
fake one where
Oh, it-
Interesting.
Oh, so like another like her adult. There was never
there
an
was
adult
no
one.
adult tooth above it.
How is that?
Crazy. So she had literally a tooth from when she was 4 years old.
That's
just
so
sitting
Wait,
there.
that's kind of like crazy.
Her entire
Taking
life.
care of it with her life.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Dang, was it
The
was it in
memories
good
that they
condition?
shared.
Yeah.
Did she keep it?
I don't know if she did
should
or
keep
not.
it.
She should sell it. There's
I
probably
think-
special
There's-
powers in that
There's
tooth.
a name for it. I guess it's a common thing.
That makes sense. Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You guys don't have really
Crazy.
bad teeth, right?
No.
I have veneers.
Because I don't like my teeth. Like when you look up close, I don't like my teeth.
Well,
And
now we're about to look. Sorry.
So when I see other people see and look, they have such good teeth like Remi, I'd be like, damn, my teeth suck. Like I need to take better care of my teeth.
People
But
really
then
don't like
people-
veneers though. People have a lot of things to say about veneers.
Doesn't
I
it cause
love them.
issues in the?
I haven't had any issues. I think it's just people feel like, and I see what they're saying that, I mean, I think there's a lot of opinions. One for sure is that people are like, smiles give you so much character and there's so much beauty in a fun smile or a natural smile, and veneers just make it look very copy paste. But it did them a huge 180 on my confidence, and I love them.
That's
they
good.
look really good.
Thank you so much.
Can't you do veneers where almost looks similar to the shape of your teeth before?
Yeah, I
why
feel
can't they
some
just
people
do
get
that?
bad. Well, I think some people who've always had maybe smaller teeth want bigger teeth. So then there's some doctors who will be like, I'm not going to do this because it'll make your face look weird if you have the wrong one. But then you'll also have doctors who are like, yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So then there's some people who oh my God, it's the worst when you get them done and you don't like them because they're like so expensive, so permanent,
The
or they're like
process was
too
crazy.
white because like it
Yeah.
needs to look like yours looks so fucking good.
Thank
Yeah,
you. When I
yours
picked, they had
natural.
like 50 shades of white to choose from, and there
That's
was
so
like
fun. Going
stark
teeth
paper
shopping.
white. It was crazy, and I was like, well, I don't want it to look too fake. So we went like 13 shades down or something, like pretty far down, but it matched my other teeth.
That's the thing. I would go like pretty close to like my teeth now, which is
Yeah.
like not the whitest, but I it's better than people looking at your teeth and going, you have new teeth.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
chiclets, like they look like
Oh
a
my God.
dentine ice.
Yeah.
I had a friend who had gotten them and she like wasn't sure how she liked them and they were so bad. Like they were like so
So bad as
Bad.
it just didn't match her face bad. Like it was too
like
perfect.
they were so big. Like every tooth was so and it just looked really bad and like I felt so bad because I didn't want to be like they look great because she
And
just
it's
probably
so
spent literally like
Yeah.
15 grand if not
Yeah.
more.
Isn't it crazy? Someone that can get veneers and be like, those are really good teeth, just not on your face. Like on your face,
Yeah,
horrible.
just like the mold. Like
Yeah,
also like
it's
on here, they were like
crazy.
picture
The
perfect.
dentist should be like, listen, this is, I will not let my work be represented.
100%. I think that's how it
Yeah.
should go. And I know, like, if the person that's choosing it is not gonna look good for their face, like, I feel like they should be as vocal as possible about that and
You're
not
getting
let
a
them
nice
do it.
check,
Yeah,
though.
that's not a time to not speak the truth.
Yeah, because I
It's
feel
a
like
long process too.
Yeah.
It's like weeks and weeks and lots of you have to do temporaries and then you're on a liquid diet and then it's like another few weeks of that and it's a long like 2.5 or maybe like 2 month process to get them from start to finish.
I'm gonna go to the veneer fairy.
Okay.
Did you hear about that?
No.
The lady that got like a fake license and was charging a client like $3,000 for a full
And
row.
was messing people up.
But like she wasn't shaving their teeth down like you're supposed to. She would just just,
she was cementing them onto their teeth.
just glue them on it and they
But you know what? Better that than shaving someone's
Yeah.
teeth.
No,
down.
no, that's not what you're supposed to do because that it was causing problems on their teeth.
But like they could get them removed, right?
they were leaving and their teeth were burning.
It was really
It
bad.
was really bad.
She was
She was on the
Elmer's
news
glue?
and everything.
I think she's in jail right now.
I heard
Maybe.
this is tea. Someone, I
Teeth.
won't say who, but like a big celebrity has veneers and apparently they
Talking about herself.
they don't take a really huge famous celebrity. They don't take care of their teeth and so somehow, and I don't know if maybe they just got bad veneers, but somehow underneath all their teeth are rotting and so they have like the worst breath ever.
Wait, can you say it? We'll bleep it.
Ever.
It's good to have a face on it. That's like something where I feel like you shouldn't. Is there a cure for bad breath?
Not if your teeth are rotting, but like cleaning your tongue really helps.
Yeah.
Mouthwash, fluoride.
But outside of that,
I
like
agree.
if it's too like you're too far gone, where it's like brushing your teeth, all that doesn't help. Is
Like
there
halitosis?
is there any sort of surgery or anything that they can do in your
I
mouth?
mean, give me
that
dentures
can-
at that point.
Yeah, so dentures, like just
Rip 'em
completely
all out.
like rip them
if
all
they're
out.
that bad, right?
My grandparents have
curious.
dentures.
I'm sure they look great.
I think it's the coolest thing in the world.
No,
That's
I-
pretty
and I-
crazy to watch, I'm sure.
It
Just
can-
popping them out.
Yeah.
Can they pull it out easily, or is
Yeah,
it?
my grandpa used to mess with me. Like when I was really young, he would look at me and go like this. and they would drop and I would just be like, what?
well, remember when we had
this?
retainers? Like you'd do this, you'd like be playing with it and like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. That's funny.
But isn't it hard for him to like eat like certain food if it comes out that easily?
I don't think so. I
No.
mean, he eats like steak. He chews like normal food. Like,
Is there like a
Because you
button
can
on
glue
there?
them in. Like there's
Yeah,
glue,
there's, like,
right?
denture
yeah.
glue.
If you're able to pull it out so easily like that, like with your own tongue, I just can't imagine you eating like a steak and it not just popping out every 5
But
seconds.
maybe like they have glue, so maybe he just didn't glue it in that day or something.
Maybe.
Oh, you glue it?
Did
There's,
he
like-
buy that with his winnings?
Probably.
Oh my God.
Top of the
Got himself a
line. Top
new-
of the line.
It's been ever since that like I've been alive that I've known them. They've had them, and
That's
it's so funny
cool.
like seeing old people get dentures because they get it for old people teeth. Like their teeth are still like yellower and like look like old people teeth. So they look. You wouldn't have no idea that they're dentures.
Wait.
Oh, so to match like their face, pretty
Yeah,
much.
because
Yeah,
if they had
'cause-
like beautiful white young looking teeth, you'd be like,
I've seen it though.
you'd be like, this is weird.
We've
I-
seen older people.
I have
with,
a
like,
really
really-
bad question, or
Huh.
dumb question. Do they have their teeth? They're like their adult
No, they're
teeth?
gums.
They take them all out.
Yeah, they had all their. They had it done a long time ago. They had all their teeth pulled.
Whoa, that sounds painful.
Have you seen like the ones where they do like in pieces? Like hockey players, a lot of times they'll have like teeth missing from like the sport. So they'll have like a row of 4 teeth missing.
And it's a whole bridge.
It's a whole bridge, like a denture.
Yes.
I
And they
always
take
had
it out, put it
friends
back in.
with the retainers going up, like the clear glitter retainer with the wire, and it
With
had
one
just one
tooth?
tooth on there.
I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, what?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I had an expander going up because my mouth is so small, and so that's where they put like a. It looks like
That's the bar that goes across the roof of your
a
mouth.
spring?
yeah, across
So
the roof.
It widens your.
Oh wow!
And
I
it's
didn't even
so
know they had
painful.
that.
They put it like on your molars, and so it's like a little like square in the middle, and then like 4 little things out, and you have to go and turn a key, and it like stretches your mouth out, and it was the most painful thing.
So, but like they would stretch it out and then you leave it alone for like a few weeks
Yeah,
and then
you get
stretch it
accustomed
again.
to that pain, yeah, and then you got to do it
Wow.
again, and like it's literally just slowly stretching your mouth out.
And that's
sure.
pretty much braces too, right? Braces the same thing. They have it like
rubber band,
wired,
they
and then you
tighten it,
tighten
yeah.
it every.
All I know is
Those
I'm
are
sure
so
Cal's very grateful.
For my expander.
I'm gonna,
Didn't
s-
expand mine.
Enough.
I'm gonna say something. It's gonna shock you guys right now. As soon as you said that, I realized today, 5 seconds ago, that's how braces work. I did not think that braces work by turning
Wait,
it.
you played it off so well. Like
Wow.
you knew.
Wait, what?
Did you never
You were
have
like,
braces?
that's how braces work, right? Like so casually.
No, I didn't know like braces on. I thought it like by itself, with however they build it, it just like like slowly forms your teeth into like being straighter. I didn't think it was the process of tightening.
Yeah,
oh,
they
the
crank it.
tightening was so.
Did not know
Did
that.
you have braces?
No, I had a retainer. I had to wear like a
He had
Your
the
teeth are
helmet.
straight as fuck.
my bottom jaw. It was like the
You had an
Oh, like an
underbite.
Chloe
I
has
had
an
an underbite. It
underbite.
went past my front teeth.
Oh,
But
that
so I had to
sucks.
wear a mask that like went
Like
all-
headgear?
Like headgear.
Headgear. I had to wear headgear.
I was just gonna say the kids at the sleepovers that had headgear. I felt so bad.
Yeah, I had to wear headgear and
Oh,
I had to wear it to sleep. It sucked.
yeah. Oh.
It's like the Ed, Ed, and Eddie character, right?
Yeah.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Loved Ed, Ed,
And you
Eddie.
do not it's rare you see that like on other kids.
Yeah, I
so
feel like kids don't do that anymore.
I feel like it's just like rubber bands and all that stuff.
Well, I remember I had so many phases of braces, like the metal braces growing up, and then I did Invisalign as an adult, and I went to Beverly Hills Orthodontics out here, and all of the kids were getting Invisalign instead of braces. Like I don't think as many
crazy.
kids are getting metal braces anymore, and they're just doing Invisalign.
oh,
Isn't that
so
crazy?
braces are like not a thing anymore?
I think they're still a thing, but there were so many kids doing Invisalign. I know you can only do Invisalign, like you have to be a good candidate. Like if you have a really bad case, I think you probably have to do like
Yeah.
regular braces. But a lot of kids just do Invisalign
Do you remember the
now.
clear braces when like they weren't clear?
yeah.
Yes. It was
They
gold
get stained and they're like
Like a
yellow.
gum.
It's just white
They look
bumps
so
all over.
bad.
There was a point where I wanted braces so bad. I don't know
I did.
why. Like it was cool to have
No,
braces.
or like a cast. I always
You
wanted
didn't
to
have
like
anything done to
yeah.
your teeth. They're perfect.
Thank you.
Wow.
A cast
I have-
something.
Did right?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
bonding though, so it's fake.
Oh, but it looks great.
I have a huge gap between my 2 front teeth.
That's right.
Gappy.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
It looks so
Watch it.
natural.
Alicia, to go off the cast was something I've always wanted to,
I-
which is horrible because
No,
that
like-
means you
Ooh,
broke it.
It was
the cast
so
was
cool.
awesome.
I fractured my wrist when I was in 2nd grade, and when I tell you, I came to school the next day like
Ooh,
I
got
like-
it.
my cast
Sign my
Color,
cast.
what color? Pink?
blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
What shade?
I had
Like
a blue one.
royal blue?
I feel like they only had like one
Turquoise?
option.
Oh,
No,
you had
there was
blue. Where'd you
pink.
break?
No, one like shade of
foot.
color.
Oh, you were on crutches?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I also always wanted crutches.
So I got to have the crutches, which was really exciting, right?
yeah,
Because
for the
then
first
you could
day.
like do like the walking,
Yeah, the
without,
wobble.
without your feet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Break something else.
So what happened was I think I was in 5th grade. We were playing kickball and I was like running in. We were changing like sides and the kid in front of me fell. Like, and I was like
Oh,
right behind him. So
no.
I went to jump over him to like not run him over. And when I landed, I like rolled my foot and I snapped the side of my pinky. The long
Oh,
one.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And it hurt so
God.
bad and I couldn't walk. And I was like, Coach, I can't move my foot hurts really bad. I can't put pressure. He's like, you're good. Just get out there. And I'm like, no, like, so I can't, like, I actually can't walk on it.
Oh.
So then they sent me into like the nurse and she was like, no, you look fine. Like, just try to be easy with it.
that's crazy.
I went the entire rest of the day
No.
with a broken foot. They made me walk on it. I was in the hallway, like
Oh.
up against the wall, like
Oh.
this.
How old were you?
At 5th grade, I don't know. What is that, 10?
10. Oh
That's
my god.
That's crazy.
I went the
That-
entire day, hours and hours and hours, and then finally, like, it started like really blowing up. Like my foot was swelling. Then I went into like the aftercare because like I had to wait for my mom to get off of work.
Oh.
Then in aftercare, I had to like sit there until my mom came to get me, and she was like, "This looks really bad." And one of the people that were working in aftercare was like, and my mom was like, "Yeah." So we went and got X-rayed. Immediately, as soon as I walked in, they're like, "No, it's broken. Let's get this fixed right now." Like,
Was your mom pissed at the?
yes, very,
Yeah.
very upset.
Broken toe, you can't stand.
So it wasn't the toe; it was this whole side bone.
Like-
so that thing snapped.
Oh my
In,
god.
like clean.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
I smell a lawsuit.
I was in a
bad.
cast for quite a few months, I think. But I had the crutches. But then it got to the point where I could get the walking boot.
oh.
Ooh,
See,
you put that extra
a
wide
Ferrari.
booty on it. Yup. What was? But yeah, it was really cool, and then it wasn't, because you had to put a bag over it every time you showered.
Yeah, the shower's so
I was like,
hard.
Oh, that
Over
sucks.
it.
The water gets in like under.
You
all the
can't. You
moisture.
can't
the
let
stick.
it.
Did you get a
Smells.
stick to like scratch?
did.
Oof.
So you can't let moisture get into it, but then you're also sweating, and then like the sweat underneath, it just feels like a prune leg.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Especially a foot.
And then when you finally get it cut off, it's so skinny.
Oh.
My whole calf up to my ankle, my foot, it was just nothing compared to my other one.
Well, especially because that one's compensating
And
now.
Yeah.
lumps of that. Yeah.
I remember when I had the cast for my elbow. I don't remember
You just-
showering
you just-
without my arm.
You had a soft wrap and a sling. You didn't have a hard cast.
Oh, I didn't.
Speaking of boots, I do have to give an update. My wonderful producer, Whitney, who I told the story of the man from whatever app it was, dropped her on her table, broke her foot.
Oh.
She is now 100% back to normal, everyone.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Boots off. She's back. She's good. And then, not to change the subject, but we had one of our really good friends reach out to us because he was listening to our same episode, and was dying laughing, and then was like, oh my God. He's like, you should tell my story of when I got catfished, or like my dating nightmare story.
Yeah.
And so I would like to share it with everybody.
Okay.
Wait,
sorry
absolutely.
to switch sides really
I
fast.
can't believe we didn't talk about
I
this
know.
when we were reading people's dating horror stories.
nightmare stories.
Yeah.
So our friend made a date on a dating app, and he shows up at said restaurant waiting for the date to show up, and he's a little bit early, so he's just like waiting around, kind of shopping around, and then all of a sudden he hears, should I say his name or should I give him a fake name?
Fake name.
I don't think he cares. Okay, we'll call him Kyle. We hear, Kyle, and he looks and he's like, who is that? Like, why do they know my name? I don't know this person. And the guy walks up and he's like, hey, Kyle, like, nice to meet you. I'm so excited for our date. And immediately, obviously, our friend's like, oh my God, I got catfished so hard. Like, did not even like remotely look like his photos, but he was really uncomfortable and didn't want to be rude. And, you know, he seemed nice. So he's like, okay, I'll just go on this date. So they go sit at this date.
Wait,
and
I'm sorry. Is this like a girl and a guy?
no, two guys.
Two
Sorry.
guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
two guys.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'll say Kyle is our friend, and we'll say that Chris is the date.
Perfect. Okay.
So sorry. So Kyle and Chris sit down, and they are, you know, they get their menus, and Chris spends the entire date just talking about how he has so much money and how he has a private jet and how he's traveling here and traveling there, and just
Yes, I'm loving this already.
Kyle can get a word in edgewise, though, like to the point where it's like it's rude, obviously, and it's just like I don't really care about that. Like, tell me more about you. And so he's spending. So then Chris orders like a really expensive bottle of wine, and you know he's like, oh my God, I'm getting their names mixed up. Chris orders like a really
Chris and Kyle are
too close
are
on
too
this?
similar.
Hold on, I gotta really
You have
think
to
in my
do.
head.
You have to do like Kyle and
No, we can't be changing the names. I'm already,
Okay,
I'm already
okay,
in
I'll
it.
say I got this. Okay, let me think.
Kyle's your friend. Chris is
can also say
the
his
Chris
other
is
guy.
the date. The date. Okay, so the date is
Oh, the
going on.
date.
Love that. Okay,
There you
sorry.
go.
So the date is going on and on about how much money he has. He orders a really expensive bottle of wine. Chris, oh my God, fuck me. Kyle's like wants to leave, but then he orders, you know, Chris gets a nice bottle. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll stay. And he's just going on and on. Money. Finally, the bill comes, and suddenly Chris has to go to the bathroom. So he gets up and he goes to the bathroom and like waits a really long time.
And leaves our friend there.
Like a really long time, and our friend is like, well, I'm not gonna pay for this. You just spent the whole time, you know, talking about how much money you had. You ordered all the stuff.
Catfish the shit out of me.
Catfish the shit out of him. And essentially, I think our friend ended up paying the bill. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they split it. One or the other. Just our friend was just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even want to be here. Whatever.
Imagine saying you have a private jet, but then asking to split the bill.
It's a crazy thing. Like I'm not gonna flaunt
Well, it's
my
one
wealth
thing,
and then
it's the flaunting, putting it in your face, and then you ordering all the expensive
It's the
stuff.
ordering. It's the ordering that does it to me.
That's where I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
If it was like an equal,
You each get a
outing
cocktail.
and everybody got the same thing and we're on the same page, I think a split is fine.
Yeah, I
Even if the
agree.
guy has money,
All
like
depends,
a split
yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Totally.
But also to catfish on top of that is
bold.
Yeah.
That's an extra.
Bold
That's a
is a
surcharge.
great word.
That's a surcharge. Are you catfish? Okay, you got to pay like an extra 25% of the bill for lying to me.
I would be petty too. If like the waiter came up, what would you like to order? I'd be like, I'll do the catfish sandwich.
they're like, ma'am, this is a sushi
That's
restaurant.
funny.
Yeah.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Give him the MVP necklace.
There you go. There
Thank you
you
guys.
go.
Thank you.
Wow.
So that's not the end of it. Our friend splits the bill or pays for the bill. I completely forget. One or the other. Did not want to pay $1, but paid and left. And then was telling me this story, and I forget how we got here.
I distinctly remember a text being like, you guys, I just got so catfished. So catfished. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Sends us a photo of his dating profile.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh my God, he's so hot. He's like, no. He was like, this
He
is
sent
what.
a real picture
He
of what he
found a real photo of him and sent it.
Wait, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was with him, and I was like, let's find a real photo of him. Like, there has to be a very recent, photo from
Facebook
LinkedIn.
or
or
Is this a
work.
different person
Yeah.
that he's using, or is this something
It's
like
him,
It's
but from
him.
like 15 years ago, and like,
Wow.
like it was bold, but like he doesn't look even remotely the same, like to the point where you
tell
couldn't
it's him.
recognize.
You can tell it's the same
But
person,
just
but
got
15
it.
years, way
but
more
like
fit,
not
way
even.
I
You
used
have
to do that.
you have to like really look hard. Like it wasn't that clockable.
Yeah.
it was like it was hard.
Clock.
But you guys, I'm online trying to find a photo so we could see. Like I'm like, what does he look like? What does he look like? And then I find his mugshot.
No.
I found his mugshot, and then I found this article of him written up, and I won't give any details, but just know he had been arrested for something very bad, and then I was scared.
He had a felony.
So yeah, that was crazy, and I was like, how did we forget to tell that one?
Also, he definitely didn't bring that up on his next to his jet.
Of course not.
I
No.
wouldn't either.
So that was all a lie, I'm guessing, the money in the jet? Or is he a really rich kid that just like
No idea.
likes to do that type of stuff?
I don't know.
I feel like he maybe flew jet suite once and then like says he has a jet.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I'm on that post, like it's a.
Oh, I know. You're like, another day.
It's,
Travel days, am I right?
yup.
It's the closest thing you can get. You know,
Yeah.
the
Hey,
closest thing you can get.
win is a win.
Semi-private jet is still private jet.
It is.
Semi.
Like I can't wait until my mom retires, and if we ever want to go to Vegas to get her on a jet suite. She's gonna be so excited. It's just like I still get excited every time we fly jet suite. I get actually excited.
Well, wait. Explain to the people what Jet Suite X, because I just learned this also more recently.
Jet Suite X is pretty much an airline that it's between a commercial airline and like a private jet, like that you would see like celebrities flying.
It's a PJ, but with open seats like a commercial flight. So you would still go online, you would book the seat. So it's a semi-private jet where you're with other people that you don't know. You're just sharing.
Idea. We have to book out the whole flight with our friends, so it's not semi-private.
Then
Well, then I feel like at that price, you just...
and the amount of time you have to book in advance to make sure that happens
Or we
is
could just-
pretty.
I will
pretty
say
deep.
I just booked because I'm going to a music festival. And the only thing is with Jet Suite, there's only like 10 airports that you can fly into. But I was booking and I was like, oh, well, let me look at the prices and see if they're comparable. The Jet Suite was a third of the price of what a commercial
It's
flight
not
would have been.
expensive.
It's
it
not
was,
ex-
it was crazy.
It's
and you don't.
It can be.
It's a little bit more expensive,
it
but
can be, yeah.
but if a commercial airline costs like $200, Jet Suite would be like $300.
No, this one was cheaper though. It was a
it was
third of the
cheaper.
price of what a flight was to go.
Honestly,
commercially.
we shouldn't be promoting this movie. We should be
They're gonna jack
gatekeeping
up
this
the
shit
price.
because
No.
But the best part is you just have to be there 20 minutes early versus 2 hours at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
the best
there's no
part.
TSA where you have to like walk through. You got to put your bags on there. Like you literally give them your checked bag, They take it, and then you just sit there and wait. And
That
then,
does worry me a little bit, though.
We
sometimes.
probably
Anyone ever get
shouldn't. We
scared?
probably shouldn't talk about. Oh my guys, no security. Awesome.
Well,
they just.
There's security.
you walk through like a metal detector,
And
but
they
it's
swipe
not like
them. They swipe
The
them.
last time we flew that, the stewardess gave Cal like 4 of the like shot bottles.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow.
yeah, you get snacks, alcohol, everything.
You get vape on them on the planes.
No,
You
you
can?
cannot.
Oh my God. I hate this fucking podcast. I hate this podcast.
Yeah, it's smoking. Everybody,
My
God.
favorite thing
Basically
is like
sarcastic.
the pilot lets you come up and fly. So like, don't like an announcer, like whoever wants to come up and try it. But yeah, I do love jet ski, and it's not at. You're like on the private side of the airport.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't have to go through like a normal terminal. You kind of just like drive up. Oh,
And if
it's
if
so
you've ever
convenient.
wanted like the
experience.
the experience of getting on a plane like from the ground to
Yeah.
the plane directly,
Up the ladder.
just fly
And then
Jet
all
Suite.
you do is film vertical and just crop it out so where you can't see the logo.
Jets, yep.
You just show
Oh.
the ladder logo.
Yeah, if you want to like trick your friends into thinking
Uh-huh.
you're flying a private jet, that's like the best way to do it.
Remember those influencers
Yep.
that rented that fake private jet like photo
Oh, the studio? Yeah.
And then pretended
Remy,
like
they
were
got away
flying.
with that for a long time,
Yeah, they
huh?
did.
It was a long time, Heath. Maybe for 3 years where I was like, damn,
They live.
they're
in-
really living that life.
Oh man.
Was it Bow Wow who got in trouble for
I
that?
think it was Bow Wow. Yeah, I think that
I
was the
forgot
first
about
one that really got caught.
So funny of him.
Oh.
But did you hear that J-Lo recently flew commercial? And flew in economy?
No,
Remy-
let me say this.
Commercial.
That
It's
pisses me
J-Lo.
off. This pisses me
know.
off so
That's-
much.
That is crazy.
People that look at a celebrity and go, "Oh, they're flying economy. Oh, they're flying commercial," and like make it seem like it's a bad thing.
No,
I don't
But-
think it's a bad
but-
thing.
no, no,
I just
no.
can't believe she's so famous.
J-Lo shouldn't be riding
'Cause, like,
in
she can get
commercial.
Listen,
swarmed.
but then they also get upset and be like, "Oh, they have a private jet and they need to fly private." And it's like you can't. It's a lose-lose situation.
That's so true. The amount of
like,
people
don't be
that
mad.
like.
You're gonna be mad at somebody for trying to save money, flying commercial, economy, whatever it is. But then you also bitch at them if they fly private. It's like, do you want them to be a normal person, or do you like?
May I suggest priority?
I think she was Comfort Plus. I will
Comfort
say.
Plus.
Comfort plus.
Here's
All
why.
right, J-Lo.
She's so famous. That's
Here's the
crazy.
thing.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
crazy.
Pretty basic listeners know we're not the biggest fans of J-Lo. Just
We
because
love her, but also she's doing too much.
I think this is a PR stunt. I think she's trying to look humble after her concert. I think she's trying to look humble.
Oh.
She's trying to.
We're getting into drama. All right.
think her
You
publicist said,
ladies,
"Hear me
tell
out."
us. I know y'all like drama. What's going on with J-Lo right now?
You don't know about J-Lo?
Zane, imagine we fly economy just because we do, and then somebody's like, "Oh, it's a PR. Look at them." I'd be like, "Bitch."
Or her last fucking 7 movies didn't do well, so she has to fly economy.
Did
know?
you see her self-produced like autobiographical movie?
Yeah, it
she
looks
made?
really bad. I would
But
never
it did
watch
really
it.
badly.
Well, the
like,
thing-
Yeah, I bet it did.
The
it
big
looked
thing
really
is
bad.
like she's just. There's a lot of stories about her not being very nice. Which, if you hear a few stories,
Yeah.
it's whatever. But especially on TikTok, like now, there's only bad stories about her. So people are like, okay, like we're over you. We don't really care much about you. But then even at the Met, like she was so rude to so many people.
So-
Like
Scaparelli.
they're like, what are you wearing? She's like, Scaparelli.
Oh,
whatever.
was it just that one scene, or was like
It's
the whole time?
It's just this overall thing where it's like you've had so many times to prove yourself,
Yeah.
and you keep going down.
Yeah.
And then she made this huge thing about her concert or whatever, and then
She did a stadium.
wanted to do a
tour
stadium
or
tour.
an arena. I think
I
stadium.
love how
right?
this is literally like telephone, and I'm
Wait,
probably saying all of this
Is
wrong.
stadium or arena
She was
bigger?
like-
or stadium's bigger.
Like
stadium's
yeah,
bigger.
she wanted to do that, and then
SoFi.
oh yeah, she was like, no, I'm doing it. I'm big enough. I should do it. Blah blah blah. blah. I mean, yeah, like she's huge. She's done the Super Bowl. Like we get it, but
that was
like,
like the last good performance I think she's put out.
and it was shared with Shakira too.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but they both did it. It
They
was
did
like
great.
such an incredible performance that those
Amazing.
ladies put
Even
together.
she's one of the few documentaries that I watched where I was like, oh, I think I don't like you more now that I've watched your documentary.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was like, she was so pissed she had to share it with Shakira. It was like you get half, she gets half.
I understand that to some degree.
And then
though.
the
I'm like, why do
the,
they give it to two
I feel like
women?
I'm Jenny from the block.
That
I think it was because I think it was because of the genres, right? Like putting the two biggest Latina like perform us
but I'm like, but why
perform
does-
us together in Miami. I think it was like this. I thought it was like a sick idea.
I
Like,
thought they
liked
did
it.
an amazing job, but I'm like, why did two women have to share and every other like male gets his own show?
1,000%.
That's
is
what I
it?
was feeling.
I mean, I feel like other ladies have gotten their own. No, I thought it was just like
Beyonce. Well,
the.
did
They've done a
Beyonce-
lot of shared stuff. I think more than anything, I'm like, at least look like you're good friends for your documentary. She was kind of like, why do I have to share it with her? Vibe.
Oh, she said that
In the
book.
documentary.
Okay, but also
Damn.
Anyway, she
we
went
need to
on-
be more involved in pop
She's
culture,
been on,
huh?
so she announced a stadium tour, sold no tickets.
Us?
No,
When we
literally,
go-
our
when we
meet
go-
and
when we go
greet.
live.
Our first live show.
No
At least
tickets.
we're a little realistic. We're not trying to sell a stadium.
We're not doing a stadium.
We can't even set all
I have to show you
soldering.
guys the videos that came up from her concert. She canceled a lot of the
I
shows.
saw-
Did you see the video?
saw it.
It's really sad.
it's sad.
But all to say, obviously her flying commercial is not an issue at all. I'm just surprised because she is A-list. Like I feel like once you're A-list, you don't fly commercial for like whether it's safety or whatever. And also she's a diva.
I-
Like she's
I
not
also-
being a
saying.
diva.
I think
She-
it's a publicist.
She
thing.
can't. I don't think safety wise, she can't walk around in an airport by herself.
Or
I
maybe
don't
it was
think
like
so.
maybe it was to like Vegas, but then she was going to her private jet. Like I could see that too.
Also, I saw it was a short flight too.
Yeah, it was probably like a
yeah,
20-minute
maybe. Okay, the show. So, and granted, I don't know if this is real, but it says 19,000 empty seats. J-Lo's concert in Italy. Tickets cost $8.
Oh, I saw that. That's really bad. It's also Italy. Isn't it like Italy is?
Like they have diehards.
Did you? Well, no. I think it's just different. Sorry, I liked it.
J-Lo, I'm sorry. I love the
This
backup
this
plan.
person sends it to her team. Did you see the video? This is a perfect example of like what I was with the video I just saw yesterday. SZA performed at a Glastonbury.
Oh, I saw
And it was
that.
completely empty. SZA's massive. She's so talented. I think it really location is everything. People in
true.
Glastonbury are not listening to SZA. I don't think people in Italy are listening to J-Lo. They're listening
J-Lo
to
thinks so.
I don't think so, right?
Maybe it was all learning lesson.
No, here's the
No.
thing. We're so aware we'll never get invited to any brand trip from JLo Beauty, and we've accepted it.
She has a makeup brand?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit. Heath and I will, because
it's
we
the
love
box
J-Lo,
that-
baby.
It's the box that
We love
Deanie Weenie
J-Lo.
grew up into. That was his.
The J-Lo
J-Lo
PR
Beauty?
box.
That was his home for like 4 months.
Oh wait, you guys got J-Lo Beauty?
Mariah did.
Oh shit.
What Alicia
She
and
is
I,
incredibly talented.
yes.
is,
Okay.
she
What
is.
Alicia and I say is like, and
Triple
again,
threat.
I have like a love-hate relationship with her. I don't actually hate this woman.
I love Made in Manhattan.
She said this woman.
this woman.
I don't hate this woman.
What we say, and granted, we can't be sitting here and critiquing her because we don't have talent. But
Quite literally none.
J-Lo, like, she just does so much. We're saying like she should just pick one thing and specialize in that because she does acting, singing, dancing, like everything. So it's like she can't be the best at all of them. Pick one thing and just excel in that. Don't you think so?
I agree with that. I wish I excelled in something.
Same.
So I can like work on that.
I think it's okay to stop. I think it's
Yeah.
okay to retire. I think it's okay to accept a new chapter in your life. I
Sorry.
feel like so many people.
Does she have kids?
Yeah.
The way
But-
that if she was at Jones on Third, I'd be like, oh my God, it's JLo.
Yeah.
She's A-list. She's A-list. She's
Can I get a picture? I'm a huge fan.
She's like, fuck you.
No, it's great. These people watch everything. You'll
I
be
know, I'm
surprised.
very sorry.
Everything comes on their fucking phone.
J-Lo.
Her publicist is like, you know what? And we did do that for PR. Sorry, Heath, I interrupted you.
Oh, I just think sometimes it's like it's okay to accept it, and you don't need to put out a new album. Like
If your time is over.
and movie.
Or another podcast.
And
Or not if your time is
concert.
over. That was mean. But like,
yeah, like us, we did not need to do another
No,
podcast.
clearly
like,
so much has gone wrong. It's almost gone right.
it's okay.
we've only had one though. It's like, you know, if we started a sixth one, that'd be a little hypocritical. You know?
I think she should take a few years off and then come back with a Vegas residency. I think she would
There you go.
Didn't she
delay
have
a residency. Did she?
I thought
The
she
way
did.
I would go.
Hey,
I would go
think 2
too.
years ago.
I
Front row,
think-
bitch.
I think enjoy the time with your kids. They're only young for so long.
Max and
You
Emmy
don't
are
need to be
yes.
going on world tours and doing these. It's okay. You've made enough. Your husband made enough.
Because you want to end like as a
true.
you want to end as a legacy. You don't want to like have this like your name tarnished and then you finish. It's like that. I think that's
End
just
on a
like a
high.
whole thing of depression that you're gonna
Yeah.
like have for the
End
rest
on
of
a
your
high.
life. end on a high. Exactly. And that's why we should end
Why we should end
very
this
soon.
episode.
That's
And
why we
right
should have
here.
ended 5 years ago.
And that's why this is over right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Basically Unfiltered.
Please email us your own catfish stories if you have any good ones.
And
Yes.
comment down below your favorite J-Lo song.
I would love to hear.
Comment below your favorite Zane song.
Boom. All right, guys. Thank you again. We love you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace out. A-Town out.